my presentation. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes, Bharath.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Glad that all of you could join. And today we wanted to take you through, how conversational AI is driving customer engagement and changing the landscape of how enterprises and businesses connect with their customers. So, on that context, we wanted to take you through this webinar. Uh, so a quick introduction. We are Purple Slate. We are part of the iLink family. iLink family is a large family with expertise across the spectrum. We are Purple Slate here on the left, as mentioned. Our expertise are in the conversational AI space. Uh, and at Purple Slate, we are, we have a passion to reimagine the next generation interfaces. We believe that very soon, or probably it's already there, humans will be able to have smart conversations with the machines in the language that we all speak. We help build the next generational conversational AI apps for our customers, and we primarily want to use language as the next generation interface, whether it be in voice or in text. About me, I lead the growth initiatives at Purple Slate. I manage brand marketing, product marketing, demand gen, revenue, and customer success. I have over 15 years of sales and marketing experience. My philosophy for life is to work for any brand or company which makes customers healthy and happy. I've worked in industries which relate to holidays, sports, entertainment, and now in technology where we make people's life easy and happy. I love to travel, read, and watch to learn about life. I believe learning is not in the books or at work. It's more outside in the world. And I believe the mundane inspires fiction, and fiction inspires innovation. Okay, now I'll just quickly take you through the agenda. Today, we'll be quickly giving you a brief of what is conversational AI, why is there a hype about it, and how conversational AI makes customer engagement look easy. I'll also take you through why customer engagement is important. What are the use cases? How can we get this achieved? So these are the broad agenda points for today. Okay. Now, what is conversational AI? Okay. What do we actually mean when we say conversational AI? It is basically the application of modern technologies which use language as a primary interface, whether it is in voice or text. And using this as an interface, we manage to create personalized experiences for customer. We can improve operational efficiencies, and we can do it at scale. That is what conversational AI as a technology today is able to do and make a difference in today's world. Or, in other words, as I said, computers and devices are increasingly getting better at understanding the language that we all speak. It was always been, the binary which the machines understand. Today, thanks to the onset of devices like, Alexa or OK Google or anything of that sort, all these devices have made it easy for us to communicate with the machines and our devices in our own language, and they're getting better every day at this. So that is exactly the fundamentals of conversational AI technology. So we are confident that very soon we'll be seeing conversations, whether it is in text or voice, as primary ways of providing and consuming services between customers and businesses. It is not far. Many organizations and enterprises have already been doing it, but we strongly believe this will be the front runner and it will be the primary way in which customers would like to consume their services from these enterprises. So there are interesting possibilities ahead. We we as humans love to talk and nudge. We love to have a conversation. We love to, express ourselves through words. Okay. We would soon be able to have engaging and informed conversations with machines as well. And this is going to have an important impact, very profound impact on the way we are able to run commerce or make business, grow revenues, be it whatever, or just connect with customers. So this is going to be the future. And is going to create a lot of avenues and possibilities and innovations in this space. Okay, now that we understand about what CAI is, why is there a hype about it? I mean, I don't see any organization around without such a hype or without an adoption in CAI. So why is there this hype? Okay. I will categorize this into three particular buckets. There are few key drivers that are pushing and making CAI much, much popular than what it was a few years ago. The first one are the behavioral drivers. As we already told you, humans love to have conversations. We love to express ourselves through words. Okay. And that is reflected in messaging being the number one digital activity in the planet today. If messaging is the number one digital activity, then language has to be the backbone of any user experience. And today, increasingly, users are comfortable and prefer chatting in a virtual medium than to go walk across to an organization or go into a store and get their problems resolved. And we can see these habits, there is a lot of corroboration with the habits that we, see. Voice search is growing exponentially across demographics. So there are some interesting statistics I thought I should share. 71% of consumers conduct queries on voice instead of typing. This is as of 2021. 40% of the US population use voice search. This is a huge number. 40% of a particular demographic is able to use voice search itself is a fantastic adoption. 51% of the online shoppers, they prefer to use voice when they want to research about a product. And 72% of the US consumers use voice search through digital assistants, just not directly, but they use the digital assistants on their devices. And just not English. It's just not limited to the English, but any regional language, be it Spanish, be it French, or be it any language today, the technology is quite mature and advanced that we are able to do voice search in our own languages beyond English too. Again, what are the technology drivers, pushing the hype for conversational AI? Okay. The underlying technology are basically natural language processing. And the NLP, as we call it, and AI has reached a point of maturity and affordability. Sorry, did somebody say something?
What's the game plan? Are we getting ready?
I think everybody's kind of getting around.
What,
I guess somebody's
game?
mic is on. Is somebody trying to convey something? Okay, I'll continue. So, as I was saying, the natural language processing and AI, artificial intelligence, they have come to a point of maturity and affordability. Earlier, this technology of NLP and AI was probably within the reach of these big corporations. Probably the top 500 companies or Fortune 500 companies. But today, the scale and technology has become so mature that it's affordable that even end consumers can access it and use it. So consistently, we are seeing there is a shift from the being a mobile first generation to a AI first generation. Consumption is happening from being a mobile first to an AI first. And with the exponential growth in terms of smartphones and bandwidth and social media, the internet bandwidth, the social media platforms, there are a lot of mobile moments which we thrive on. Okay, we will discuss on this in the coming slides as well. And there is no friction in communication any longer. Okay, we are able to communicate and message, and messaging is enriched just not with our text. We are able to enrich it with documents, pictures, locations, videos, whatnot. So technology is at such a mature stage that it is driving conversational AI into a different platform altogether. And how good is accuracy? This is a common question we keep getting when we discuss with our customers. Yeah, you keep talking about voice, text, and all that, but how good are the machines at understanding this? Microsoft hits a speech error rate of milestone of 5.1%. This as close as human comprehension levels. There are cases where even human communication and conversations have even a little higher error rates. So today technology is that close to being at human levels that the accuracy is so good that there is adoption and growth at an exponential scale. This has opened, a lot of things. There's, as we call it, we are calling this the evolution of new omnichannels. Earlier, the interaction, service, or commerce was conducted only through devices, be it a web app, or mobile app, or a website. It was only limited to these kind of devices. But today, the opportunities are immense. I can conduct commerce over voice through collaboration tools like Microsoft Teams. I can do it through WhatsApp. I can do it through bots. You want to do it through a simple SMS. We are able to do it today, thanks to conversational AI's evolution. What is the third driver, which is primarily driving conversational AI? I would call it the customer expectation. Today, the way we conduct our life and our busy and a life where we try to grab attention, when so many brands are vying for customers' attention, the customer's attention is quite distracted and it is very narrow. In such case, the customer, try to execute their life and their work in terms of micro tasks. They want the ability to get done multiple independent tasks. I just want to pay a bill. Hey, I forgot to pay my bill today. How do I do it? I got to book a ticket for this concert. Let me order a pizza for lunch. I want to pay my premium, insurance premium. How do I do it? These are all the micro tasks we come across every day. Further, thanks to the onset of their search habit and the online search through Google or Bing or whatever that is, we are always in the lookout for momentary information needs. Our tolerance for waiting for information is getting narrower and narrower. Okay, the intent to get in access is, we want it immediately. I want to know, when is my premium due? When is my account balance? I just want that information right now. I don't have the patience to go open a website, do a login, then go to the tab and start looking for it. Hyper personalization. Today, the need to stand out is more than it was any time before in the history. Okay, people like everything personalized, and brands are finding out creative and innovative ways on how can I customize my service to each individual customers. And the customers today prefer the do-it-yourself mindset. They are not okay to just buy something off the shelf or keep being dependent on somebody. They are today in the do-it-yourself mindset, and customers are increasingly embracing the self-service. All of these things are adding to the growth or the hype, as I put it earlier, for the conversational AI. So we say this conversational AI revolution has arrived. So I'm just trying to, put it in a infographic on how this has changed over time. The need earlier was to just access information over the internet, and we use technologies like web or e-commerce, and we use simpler channels. Then we wanted it in our hand, the mobility, availability. We started going into the app ecosystem, responsive web APIs, and whatnot. Today, the requirement is for immediacy, intent. It should be personalized. And I need not keep telling the context of what I'm trying to look for to the person again and again. Today, I want my interfaces to know what I look for, and they should understand my context. That's where the onset of natural language understanding, artificial intelligence, conversational AI, smart speakers, all these have started growing and exponentially growing. And the adoption is also phenomenal. So, am I really talking about a chatbot? This is again another question I keep commonly getting. Hey, I heard you. Is it a chatbot that you're trying to arrive at? No, truly not. So I'm just showing you a simple graph as shown by Gartner. Okay. A chatbot is something which probably works on a simple workflow. It is not intuitive. It just tells you yes or no, and it tries to give you the information which is pre-fed. If it doesn't know the answer, it's always telling you, hey, I didn't understand you. Can you repeat that again? Okay. Now, anything as a conversational platform, as it gets more and more sophisticated, it is no longer referred to as a chatbot. It's more referred to as a virtual assistant. Okay. And this sophistication is just not in terms of workflow. It's in terms of its intuitiveness. It's in terms of understanding what the customer or the person interacting with is asking, and ensuring that it is able to complete the entire requirement without trying to have a human intervention. So when we say conversational AI, we are talking about the sophistication on the right end of the spectrum for this graph. Okay, now let's quickly go back to our topic of customer engagement. Why is customer engagement a North Star metric? This is not something I should probably cover in this part of this session, but it is important that we understand context of why we are conducting this session. Engagement is a new normal. There is no two ways about it. Any brand wants to connect with its customers at any given opportunity. Okay. So you have to start interacting with your customers so that they will start building strengthening the relationship that is already there. Today, the brands are no longer looking for transactional relationship. Neither do the customers look for that. They want an emotional connect with their brands. There are brands which get so close to people's heart that people will not buy any other brand of particular commodity. And any highly engaged customer with any brand, he or she starts promoting that more. They become the brand's loyalists or ambassadors. And hence, it is extremely critical to provide unmatched customer experience at every touch point. And this is needless to say, higher the engagement with your customers, higher the profit. And again, I want to show you some stats which prove my points, which I was talking to you about in the earlier slide. A Constellation research tells me about these stats. Any brand that improve engagement with their customers have shown 22% increase in cross-sell revenue, just not primary revenue, cross-sell revenue. And their upsell revenues have increased from a mere 13% to 51%. Order sizes per ticket, per bill has increased from 5% to 85%. And 86% of the buyers who participated in this research are willing to pay more for a better customer experience. Today, it's just not about the price of the commodity. Who is giving me a better customer experience? Who is giving me a better engagement? Who is giving me a better delight? If you're ready to do that, I'm ready to pay more. That's what the buyers are saying. And any brand who's leading their competition and outperforming their competition on a customer experience metric, they perform in their revenues at least 80% over them. Okay. That is the kind of, very strong numbers that show that customer engagement is critical, for any business today. Okay. So now that we understand what CAI is, we understand what customer engagement is. How does conversational AI help us achieve customer engagement? Okay, before I jump into this, any questions so far, or do you want to take it? Please feel free to put in your questions in the chat box as well. We'll have somebody answer it. We'll take, stop in between, take those questions as well. Any questions so far? Okay, I'll continue. Feel free to add your questions to the chat. Okay, so today, assisted by AI, there are different scenarios over time. Earlier, the way people looked at things were, I will do everything by myself. Today, I want to do it together. Okay. Today, this is where exactly we are doing it together. Me, a human, and a machine. We are doing this together for, getting my work done. Tomorrow, we will be automating entirely to the bot. I might say, you know what, let my system, let my bot, let my, language interface, let my app do it for me. And it will mature to such an extent where my bot and the bot with whom I'm doing bot of an organization with whom I'm interacting, consuming their service or doing a commerce, they both will interact and get the work done. That's how things are going to evaluate. But for today, we are here at stage 2. We are trying to do it together. And how is the value creation done here? Okay. We try to establish a fantastic customer experience. We improve operational efficiencies and productivity for the enterprises. We help the enterprises give personalized services for their customers. And of course, we try help establish new channels of revenue for large enterprises. I will quickly take you through the details as well. When I spoke to you about customer experience or improving efficiencies, improving revenue, you can offload at least 80% of your customer service requests to a scalable virtual assistant that is 24/7 available. It is multilingual and it can give you personalized services. Today, imagine the amount of load of calls that your call centers are receiving, amount of shifts the humans are working to attend to the calls, and the inefficiencies which we are not able to get over because of the setup that we have. And 80% of the queries can be offloaded because 80% of the queries does not require human value addition. How to improve my customer experience? It is simple. Make it the language interface. Gone are the days of graphical interface of point and click. Gone are the days of, touch interface where, I touch and click. Today, it's all about the language. Hey, Alexa, can you play this for me? Hey, Google, can you play this for me? That is the kind of, interfaces that people are now getting adapted to. If such is the scenario, then let your customers just speak to your brand. Why do you ask them to go to your website, point, click? New delivery channels. Why do you want to just do commerce, let's say, only on the website or probably through SMS, probably in your branded stores? Why shouldn't you do your delivery of service through Alexa or a Google Assistant? Okay, or a messaging platform like a WhatsApp or like a Microsoft Teams or a Slack. There is definite possibilities to do commerce on these channels as well. And of course, with these increasing new channels, you have improved reach for your customers and you get productivity gains, which will naturally translate to revenue gains as well. And I'm giving you some stats to support here as well. Gartner predicts that by 2030, a billion service tickets will be raised automatically by chatbots and virtual assistants, and it will be handled by them. Okay, the life will get much, much shorter with automation. Or close to a billion service tickets will be handled by chatbots and virtual agents in another 8 years' time. The adoption is going to increase exponentially. By 2025, 50% of the knowledge workers will be using a virtual assistant on a daily basis. There will not be a day which will go by where they can't get their work done without a virtual assistant. 61% of sales officers in most of the organizations are already investing in new technology. They want to enable virtual selling. They want to create alternate channels to, increase revenues. They want more touch points to talk to their customers. So there are clear stats which support this as well. So here's food for thought. Okay. Now there is a lot of discussion around, enterprises continuing to invest in artificial intelligence, automation to save time and money. It is just not about the enterprises. Let's look at the other side, the customers, the people who are buying your services. They are equally amenable. Their adoption to these kind of technologies, their adoption to these kind of newer innovations is far, far quicker. And enterprises need to step up their game to ensure that they're able to show something new and innovative to their customers. We often overlook that the next generation is more receptive, more responsive, more amenable in the way they want their personal experiences to be. And they expect that from the brands and the enterprises that they want to do business with or consume their services of. So, given that this is a context, what is CAI? What is customer engagement? How conversational AI really helps, bridge the gap and improve customer engagement for you. I want to touch about what we do. What are our expertise in this space, and hence what ideas we have for the customer engagement for you to build up. Okay. Our expertise primarily are in the voice interfaces. Okay. You can switch from the offline transcription services and move to, simple voice interface, just speak. Okay. If you're doing documentations and, you have a army of, data entry operators, or you have an army of apps just recording data, or you have doctors, filling prescriptions for you in your hospitals, just ask them to speak. We will be able to build interfaces for you. Our automated speech recognition or the ASR solutions, they take care of the accuracy, productivity, and efficiency. We provide the best in class language interfaces, and we will be able to get you the best, connect to your existing enterprise applications. We will be able to work seamlessly with that. And here is the feedback from one of our customer who's the largest pet care provider in the US. I think their testimony is that our voice recognition, what we had worked for them, works amazingly for them. Next, language understanding solutions. Okay, just move away from the voice prompts and menu option. Click this, drop down, click this, drop down, click this. The old IVR kind of a method, press one, press two. I think customers are no longer, okay with that kind of, communication anymore. They just want to talk to in simple English. I want to just call and say, hey, you know what? I want to apply for a legal AI certificate. How do I do it? Okay. Or just show me the number of pets who've been treated with Rovera, which is the name of medicine, treated with Rovera that are dogs. Okay. Can I get insurance for my dad who is 70 years old? Just speak in your simple English answer language, and you get relevant answers, product suggestions 24/7. You need not dependent on humans or multiple shifts to attend to your customer needs. Intelligent telephony. I think it's time that we started moving away from IVR, where I have to call someone, press relevant options, and then reach out to a customer after a long wait time. Dial and immediately get picked up by a intelligent virtual assistant. They'll be able to talk to you right away. With a virtual assistant, they'll be able to give smart answers immediately. Okay, if the virtual assistant is unable to handle a very critical or very complex query, then you can go to a value addition to a human agent. We'll be able to integrate all of this along with the enterprise app very smoothly. You want to do it over telephone? Yes. You want to do it over chat? Yes. You want to do a live agent connect? Yes. We will be able to integrate the system seamlessly within your enterprise app. And these kind of solutions provide compelling return on investments. The entire thing gets paid for the project pays for itself in just few months. Did I hear someone say something?
No.
Okay, I'm moving ahead. Of course, you can't ignore the smart assistants and chatbots when you discuss conversational AI. And here I'm just showing you a screenshot of actual, conversational assistants that we have developed for one of our key health insurance customers here in India. Okay, it is just not about providing just an option. You will be able to communicate. You will the system will be able to interact with a lot of your enterprise apps. It will be able to give you. You ask for the claim number, yes. You ask for the policy number, I'll be able to find out. You want to know which is a network hospital near me, I'll be able to give you. You want to connect virtually to a doctor for a consultation, yes, it will be able to do it for you. Whether it is an app, whether it is a web interface, whether it is a WhatsApp, or whether it is a chatbot inside the website, whichever it is, it will be all giving you the entire same experience without any difference. And the customer will not feel a difference interacting in any kind of interface or a UI. Okay. Of course, Microsoft Teams and other collaboration tools, just not WhatsApp. You want to have this all integrated seamlessly into a collaboration tool like Microsoft Teams. Today, a lot of organizations suffer from disjointed enterprise apps, various workflows. The communications are confusing. It is duplicated. If you want to collaborate all of this under one space where the bot is able to do it for you, okay, and bring it to you at that very moment, yes, that is something we can do it for you through simple conversation. You want to record a meeting, you want to attend a meeting, you want to respond to a mail through a conversation, and you want to do it through your enterprise solution of a Microsoft Teams collaboration tool, we'll be able to do that for you. Okay. And again, another testimony from one of the executive search firms we work for. We've been helping them move from disjointed enterprise apps that they've been using to a conversational AI interface. Okay, now that I've told you what our experiences are, let me take you through use cases in this ecosystem, what all can be done, and probably I'll show you a couple of demos or videos on how we get this done in a real time. Uh, yeah, let me jump in. Before this, any questions again? I just want to take a quick stop and check if any questions. Somebody from my team, can you check the chat box at time to time and tell me if there's any questions?
Yeah, Bharath, we have one question in the chat box.
Yeah. Sure, I'll take one. Can you read out the question for me? Because I'm in the presentation screen.
Yeah, sure. So it's, can you give an example of a success story in implementing conversational agents that is loved by consumers and does not lead to a human operator in any non-trivial cases?
In any non?
Trivial cases.
Oh, okay, okay. Definitely. I have something to show for you. Definitely. I will definitely take you. I'll show you an example during these slides when I discuss about my use cases. We have fantastic solutions developed in the healthcare space, in the insurance space, and I will show you about that as well. And we have live use cases, and I'll give you stats of how much we do in terms of numbers in that space as well. Any other question, Niyati?
No, that's it.
Okay, fine. So let me proceed. I will definitely answer that question during the course of my slides. Okay, now I'm just trying to structure my use cases into three themes. Okay, one in terms of delighting my customers, in terms of making my life easy through an information assistant, and trying to automate my processes and hence improve my operational efficiencies. If I do this and create a utopian enterprise, close to utopian enterprise, I will be ensuring that my customers are becoming my brand loyalists and brand ambassadors. Okay. So when I talk about delight your customers, I'm saying I'll be able to provide any information they ask for on demand, 24 by 7. You want to understand about your products, you want to understand about our solutions, you want to personalize any product, you want to upsell, cross sell, everything can be done. You want an information assistant to educate internally or externally about the products and features, post sale, pre sale. It's possible. Want to help better, you have to help serve the customers better. Yes, we can do it. You want to improve productivity internally? Yes. You want to create virtual assistants for customer service. You want to have intelligent conversations at scale, and you want to improve your service level managements. Yes, we can do it. So I'll be talking about these themes in general. So ideally, what are the business outcomes when you work on these kind of solutions is what, let me put it out right up front so that you understand what exactly that you're looking for. Okay. You'll be able to manage costs. Okay. Omni-channel, seamless. It is not going to burn a lot. You'll be able to see revenues grow equally. Personalization. You'll be able to give a pricing at a behavioral aspect of the customer. If it is a service which demands such kind of pricing, you'll be able to simplify it. You can make life easy for people. And of course, you'll be improving the customer experience. You'll be connecting with them at different journeys at different points of their customer journey. We can, the API economy, agent or your trade partners productivity can be improved. Improved sales, you can reduce frauds that happening, which are probably inherent to few businesses. You can improve the service levels, operational efficiency gains. And of course, the brand value which comes from all of this is immense. You will be considered an innovation leader in your industry or in your market. Okay, a simple use case of answering repetitive queries. Okay, I draw things like, if you're buying a product through e-commerce, or you're buying an insurance product, you're buying you want to get queries answered about the next automobile you're buying. There are, multiple queries that come from multiple customers. Most of them are repetitive queries. And today, I think it can be automated, and I think it should be automated. You can give finer details about the product, and it can be contextually answered based on the questions and the requirement. I ask you a few questions today. I come back and ask you a few questions tomorrow. The bot will know, the assistant will know the context, and it will be able to give me answers, and I need not start all over again. Okay, so that is something which can be done. And this acts as a first level support. Any query, which usually is the case in industries, 75 to 80% of the queries are repetitive and does not require human intervention or human value addition. All of this first level support can be handled by conversational AI apps. Okay, here I've also mentioned the user persona that it covers and kind of business outcome it gives, customers, service providers, all of these people can be handled here. And of course, it improves the quality of service and cost savings. Product recommender. Okay, you want to explain product details and features just in a conversation, just not in a brochure, just not in a web static page. You want to have it through a conversation, yes. AI, and you can build an AI-powered solution to personalize your product. I want something exclusive. I want, imagine I'm going to paint my house. Okay, I can have a paint recommender for basis my taste. The bot can help understand me better and recommend a paint. Imagine I'm buying an insurance. The bot can understand my lifestyle, my health, and then accordingly recommend, depending on what is that risk I look for to cover. All of this can be looked at and personalized through a bot. You can leverage solutions, you can cross-sell and upsell opportunities. Now, do you know that you can get insurance for your parents? That could be a question asked by the bot after a certain question, after a certain time. If I'm asking, do you provide coverage for diabetes, then I should be able to answer, do you want to know what are the exclusions and what are the preconditions? And how much does it cost? I can have this. See, I can have ask all of these questions rather than going on a hunt within the website or trying to talk to an agent without being sure whether he's giving the right information or not. All of this can be covered through a simple product recommender. As I said, the customers and service providers can be covered here. This can help improve sales, user experience, retention, and of course the brand value gains as well. Education and awareness. This I will not, I'll not be satisfied telling this enough again and again. You have to equip them with the right information, be it about, let's say, I'm giving you examples on insurance here, coverages, exclusions, eligibility criteria, product features. I'm sure a lot of you are in an industry where you have to keep giving different services to different types of customers. And all of this can be educated through a simple conversation. I've just shown you a simple image on the right side. Okay. Multilingual response can be done. NLU module can be integrated. Multimedia response, just not in text. You want to respond an image, you want to respond with a link, you want to respond with a video, and you want to ask, you want to get questions in an image. Somebody wants to click a photo and send and ask, what is this? Do you have this color? Do you have this size? We'll be able to do it. The bot will be able to handle, understand the context and be able to answer. And this helps them access to instant information, irrespective of whatever the time it is, and at their convenience. Remember, we spoke about their behavioral traits, customer expectation. They want it right now. They want the information now. They don't have the patience. And they want it at a channel of their convenience. They just want to chat. So we should be able to make our information available to them. And that is something we can build beautifully with a conversational AI solution. Of course, boost call center efficiency. We've spoken about this a bit in a couple of slides before. You can explain, I'm sorry, I think uh, I'll come back to that. So boost call center efficiency is something we've already covered in the previous slide, where you take at least 80 to 90% of the load off human call center and still be able to manage and keep your customers happy. Newer channels, habits and making, that is something. Today there is increasing adoption of having a virtual assistant at home, voice assistant at home, be it Alexa or Google Home. You can get your payment reminders sent, get product information, store locator, coverage explainer, which is my network hospital, what is my closest service center for my television. All of this can be asked and communicated and interacted with your customer. You want to integrate Google Pay with your Google Assistant, and so that you are able to get your payment done smoothly. Yes, that is very much possible just through conversation. WhatsApp, RCS, Google RCS. You want to do it over Slack, you want to do it over Microsoft Teams, whichever is a customer facing app, messaging app today, we'll be able to integrate and help you do your commerce through that. Again, customers, your trade partners, the trade partners would love having such features, because 50 to 60% of their loads are taken, their mundane tasks are removed from their bucket. Of course, this increases your sales and brand experience for the customer. Guided web browsing. Okay, I just, it's a true omni-channel experience is very important. As a customer, I spend time on social media. I spend time on messaging app. I spend time on, mobile apps. I spend time on web apps. I do multiple things, and there are times where the adoption probably in a rural area is not very. People are not very adept. Then how do we do it? They probably are only comfortable using a web browsing. They're not very comfortable using something else. How do we ensure that we don't invest, human capital and get use technology to our advantage? I'll just quickly show you a video on, how to explain this concept of how we have achieved this in insurance. It's a video which already is in the works. Let me play this. Okay, let me try to play it off the desktop for you.
Hi, Adam. This is Kiwi. Thanks for calling to renew your health insurance. Shall I guide you through the renewal steps?
Yes, thank you. But can you please let me know first the date of renewal for my health insurance policy?
Sure, I just need to confirm your policy number first. Is it 123 ABC 890?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. It should not take more than 60 seconds of your time.
Yes, please.
I have shared a link for policy renewal on your WhatsApp. Can you please open the link?
Yes.
Let me walk you through a few simple steps. For security purposes, can you please enter your date of birth? Thanks for the input, Adam. Please find your health insurance policy details. I see that it's due for renewal in a week's time. Would you like to renew it now? I can assist you with that.
Hey, Kiwi. Can I change my nominee details?
Of course, I can walk you through it right now. Would you like to start?
Yes.
Sure. Please click the edit button adjacent to the nominee details. Please upload your new nominee details, name, age, relationship, and percentage of claim.
What should I do now?
Please click the update button to confirm these details.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You can proceed to the payment window. Please click on the Proceed button.
Yes.
Hey Adam, you also have the option of increasing the coverage amount. Based on your healthy lifestyle, you would be eligible for better discounts if you increase your coverage amount. That's a wise choice. It always helps to have additional coverage for your family in these days of uncertainties. You are just a click away to get your policy renewed. Can you please click Pay Now to proceed? Thanks. Now you can see various options to make the payment. Thanks for the payment, Adam. Can you please confirm your registered email ID with us? Thanks. I have emailed you a copy of your insurance policy and the payment receipt. Would you like to receive a copy of it on WhatsApp?
Yes, that would be great.
Sure thing. I'm sending them to your WhatsApp. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, thank you.
Pleasure assisting you today. I'm just a call away if you need any help. Have a good evening. True omnichannel experience for the AI first generation.
So wasn't that indeed a true omnichannel experience? The smart assistant understood, it received a call over the phone. It understood the person might be calling for renewal, and it sent a link over WhatsApp. The person opened the WhatsApp on a web interface. The smart assistant still knew the context where he was browsing. It was giving ideas about, how to increase the coverage. It was asking if they would want to make the payment and get the receipt over a different channel, that is WhatsApp. A single smart assistant understood the context in three different channels, be it the web or the telephone or WhatsApp or any other SMS based solution it could be replaced with. That is the kind of solution and true omni-channel experience customers long for, they look for. They don't want any time to, once I was talking over the phone, I open the web, I have to start over all again, make me explain the context to people. Or if I chat with somebody over a bot, I should not be able to start over all again. Okay. It can help and guide customers to complete business transactions. Most of you in business understand the last mile is critical when it comes to business conversion. People select, they put it in the cart, taking them to the last mile of making payment. That itself is a challenge. Imagine the wonderful opportunities that this option can create. Somebody is in the cart and they've been hesitating to take it to the payment page. You can initiate a call to the customer and ask them if, hey, do you want support in payment? Do you want anything, any questions that you have asked? You can ask context sensitive questions and recommendation and give suggestions. And you can literally eliminate incoming customer calls also. You'll be able to manage everything with your smart assistant. So again, process automation. As we just spoke earlier, you want to have a disjointed enterprise apps routed all through your one interface of your collaboration tool of Teams, and you want a bot helping you, giving you reminders. Hey, you have two approval requests. There are two payments that require your attention. You want more information, click this link here. You want to automate all your daily work with a smart assistant. That is possible. You want to, secure authentication methods and business services can be beautifully integrated. The previous video, you would have seen Kiwi asking, hey, hey, is this your policy number? He says yes, but yet Kiwi asks the customer to enter the date of birth to be doubly sure that it is the right person we're talking to. Any kind of secure authentication can be built and integrated. And it aligns very well with the new age customer requirements. The behavioral traits, I'm going back to what we spoke about, micro tasks, they want momentary information. They want to do it themselves. All of this helps with the process automation, and process automation helps achieve all of that. A simple document imaging solution. Imagine you are into a business where customers fill applications, whether it is a loan or whether it is a insurance product, or whether it is a purchase for an automobile, or any other statutory documents that get filled. Imagine the time and data entry that is going. You just simplify the onboarding. You have to collect documents one day. You tell them, hey, you know what, I have a pile of papers to be logged into the system. Why don't we come back to you and do the onboarding a week later? Gone are those days. Simplify your onboarding. Just scan and pre-fill the data elements. It can support different type of documents. Simply pre-approval. If there is a doctor prescription, just upload it. If you want to check, if an insurance guy wants to check if the doctor is approved, just upload the doctor prescription. The system will be able to read it and get your claims pre-approved in less than 30 minutes. That could be the kind of promise you give it to your customer. Simplify the claim process. Upload and pre-fill claims and just with forms and images. You just make it as easy for the customers and improve it. No, this saves cost, this saves time, this saves paper for all you care, and improved sales. And imagine the user experience. It's so easy. People just click, take a video, upload, and it's done. Conversational insights. Again, imagine the amount of data most of you leaders would be handling, and the kind of BI tools that you go to build dashboards. You need to have your data analyst. You want different insights, and they take time to build dashboards. And if there are no BI tools, then again, probably if you're using more spreadsheet kind of an approach, the time taken to build tables and insights, much more. Imagine you're able to talk to your data. It is possible. You take a conversational approach to analytics, can just get answers from your data. A simple thing, an example like here. I just want to know which region is doing well in appliances. Why should I wait for a dashboard to come? Okay, I have a question. Fundamentally, analytics is all about the doubts and questions you have about your business. Just ask which region is doing well in appliances. The bot smart assistant can tell you, it's the West region, the sales of 3.2 million in the last quarter. And it's also showing a trend. It'll also give you a trend saying just not stop at answering your question. It also helps you give an information additional to what you have not asked for, because that it intuitively understand what your next question is. And you just ask your questions in plain English, not in a semantic syntax or anything, trying to write a SQL query. No, not just ask in English. Which region was doing well in appliances? So which region was doing well in, probably devices? I don't know. You can ask any questions and, you'll be able to get answers. I'll quickly take you through another video just to show you how we have developed a beautiful product in this space as well.
In the world of digital, data is a vast ocean. There's data here, there's data there. He has the reports, she knows the updates. And the data you need is easily available nowhere. So what do? Sink in a sea of reports and graphs? Why drown in the data sea? Get the exact answers. Get them now. Get them in a way that's human. Almost. Say hi to Kia, the data buddy for your enterprise data. Your virtual go-to data analyst who eases your data woes with AI-driven analytics married to NLP-led conversational engine. Ingesting large enterprise datasets, orchestrating them for insights, assisting you with the right answers, accurately aligned in voice and visuals. Right now, Kia is helping Adam retrieve the last quarter sales data. Sales of the hardware BU in Texas? All Adam needs to do is ask, and Kia gets the answer. The answer is objective and immediate. No complex detailed tables, just easy to understand charts with additional contextual insights for Adam's at-a-glance know-how. Adam wants to know the contribution of this BU? Kia answers in a jiffy. More clarity from Emily, the sales manager? Kia connects Emily to Adam. For a conversation in the same page, Kia, Emily, and Adam all discussing in one location and in real time. Data is accessible, data makes sense, and importantly, data is secure. For Adam, for Emily, for everyone. With Kia, there's no more of this app to check, that dashboard to open, and that long spreadsheet to analyze. Don't suffer the death by dashboard. Say yes to Kia, the AI-first platform to talk to your data.
So it was that easy. I have a large data set. I do not want to upload it, prepare it. I just want to talk to it. Which region is doing well in this product A? Which region is doing better in product B? What are the margins, profit margins? Which region is doing well both in profit margin and sales? Any types of questions. And you have your team member who has given you a different number, and you want to have talk to them with right then, instead of sending them messages and mails, call them on a chat right there inside the tool and talk to them. Tell them, hey, this is the one source of truth. Why don't we discuss this number? Get that thrashed. Imagine the times of, the amount of time people invest getting into meetings just to resolve their data questions. Everything can be done through simple conversational insights app. Kia is one product which we have developed, and it has already been in a successful beta with one of the leading pet care providers in US. And they've been using this for more than a year now, and it's working very well for them. So here are a few of our happy customers with whom we have, implemented most of the ideas that I've shown you before. And we have proven results. And here is where I come to answer the questions which somebody had raised during our course of the presentation. This is Twinkle. Okay, Twinkle is a bot that we have developed for our leading healthcare insurance provider in India. Okay, Twinkle handles on an average 1 million queries every month. 1 million queries every month, and it generates commerce close to $200 million every month. That is the kind of, just not Twinkle on the web and Twinkle on WhatsApp, both these, channels. Twinkle manages close to 1 million queries in a single month, over 12 million queries. Imagine the kind of efficiencies built. Okay, I can quickly try to show you how Twinkle works as well. Let me open. Okay, star help, 1 second. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Bharat.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, this is a leading, health insurance provider for India, and right on their webpage is where Twinkle is. Let me just try to, talk to Twinkle. Hey, and I'm just trying to, I'm in the call, so I'm not using the voice option which is available here. I'm just going to use the, text option for now. Let's say I want to talk to. It says it already knows it's me. It says, "Good evening, Bharat. Some topics I can help you with." Probably I might have logged into it sometime earlier, so it already knows it's me. So I'm saying, hey, I want to request documents. I want to download my, insurance document. Let's say I want to see my policy document. Okay, and it is now authenticating whether it is really me. So it says, do you want me to locate your policy using mobile number? So let me type in my mobile number. Okay, and it has sent me a one-time password as well, so that I am able to authenticate it. I am entering and verifying it, and it's trying to fetch all my policies. So here are the list of policies tagged to me. One is in my name, one is in another name. There's one more. So there are three policies. There are two policies that I have. Now let's say I want to click this policy. Okay, insurance policy, and it immediately responds. Okay, I mailed it to your mail ID. Was I helpful? Not helpful? Would you also want to download it now? Say yes, and it's immediately downloaded. It is as simple. Imagine I'm sitting at a hospital in an emergency. I need not run around, make calls. I just could have taken my document requirement in less than 30 seconds. It truly took less than 30 seconds. It's just not that you will want to do any kind of commerce here. You want Twinkle to, help you with, sorry, 1 second. Do you want to continue? Yes. And I want to go home to the home options. I want to see, or I want to, do renewals here. I want to see which is my closest hospital. I want to file a claim, anything. You want to do any kind of services interaction, and understand you in an insurance industry, each of these are different enterprise applications or enterprise databases. Twinkle is able to seamlessly interact with all these databases or applications and give us answers in a jiffy. If I want to file a claim, I can file a claim. Want to know the status of a claim, I can get a status of a claim. All in a jiffy. I'll need not call people. I need not find who my agent is. I need not talk to people. I can do it all in Twinkle here. Exact replica of this is available in WhatsApp as well, which is why I was referring to this when I mentioned answering the question which was raised during the call. Was this over 1 million such queries have been answered and handled by Twinkle. Imagine the cost saving that service provider would have had by not investing in human call center. Okay, the volumes are ticking up and up, and thanks to the, I mean, the pandemic has only increased the number of volumes coming in to a industry like a insurance provider. Okay, and this also has become an additional channel for lead generation. We converted this opportunity to a sales channel. You can do renewals. You want to buy, upsell. You want to cross sell. We have done it. Well, which is why I said through these channels alone, we do close to $200 million in terms of business. So that is not something, $200,000. I'm sorry, I said million, $200,000 in terms of business in a month. So that kind of numbers is not something very easily achieved, which was not present earlier. With just a simple interface of a smart assistant on the website and a smart conversational number through WhatsApp, we've been able to help them achieve this number. I hope I answered the question, whoever had raised that. So truly, how do you make all of this work? What actually happens behind the scenes? So all of our frameworks, are built on Azure. I mean, we are actually AI agnostic. Whether if you want to believe it, build it on AWS or GCP, we are open to that. But I'm just giving you an example on what we can do with Azure. The speech services, the bot framework, the Cosmos DB, Lewis language interface, Azure cloud platform, the Teams, the computer vision. We use all these solutions from Microsoft to build our solutions. And what we do, we create a low code platform for you. The solution which I showed you, like Twinkle, if you want to develop something, or the Kia conversational insights which you want to do, there's nothing to code. You just upload your data or connect to your enterprise data and just start asking questions. There's nothing more to do. There is a low code, no code platform that we built over and above all the technologies that I had shown you. Just upload your content, make them actionable, and go deploy. You can make it all in a day. You'll be able to, not even in a day, in a couple of hours. You want to just float out an FAQ bot. We have the capability to go live in less than 5 minutes. That is the kind of low code or no code strengths and capabilities that we have built. You build it once, use it anywhere, any kind of platform. You want to do it in SMS channel, a WhatsApp channel, a Messenger channel. You want to use it on Slack. You want to build an internal HR bot to answer your HR queries for the large enterprise. Yes, you can do it. And you want to deploy it in any kind of collaboration tool internally that is being used, be it Teams or Slack. Yes, you can do it. And as already mentioned, we are a Microsoft Co-sell approved partner as well. So what should you do? What is your next step? How do you prepare your organization to adopt CAI? We can start with the POC, proof of concept. We can get the concept ready for you. We can, you need to prepare to connect with your legacy layers and services. You need to get your API ready. You need to be able to integrate with your core processes. Your processes should not be changed just because you're adopting a new technology. So you should get business ready. You should be able to create more channels for your customers to connect and engage. That is the entire purpose of this presentation, to build more customer engagement. So you should get omnichannel ready. And of course, you should be able to monitor, measure, fine tune, and evolve. So you should be able to get adoption ready. You need to do all of this before you choose any kind of vendor or a solution in the CAI space. And we can help you do all of that. So quickly, I am kind of in the last couple of slides. In summary, with CAI, you can connect to customers wherever they are. You can build new channels. You can make lives easy for your customers in your interaction. Just talk. Enough of these drop downs, buttons, point and clicks. Just use language as an interface. When you use language to connect with people, why shouldn't you use language to connect with machines? Customize your engagement. You can give personalization, hyper personalization, that too at scale, just not for a few. To all your customers, you should be able to do. Use your human skill sets, use your human capital primarily for higher value addition. Build operational efficiencies, remove the repetitive things, automate it, hand it over to a bot, and augment all your human efforts with AI. Improve the productivity in this process. This is what CAI can help you do and help you achieve your customer engagement, quite seamlessly and easily. So how can we help in all of this? Coming back, Purpose-led can help you build these new CAI channels in no time. I told you, you just want to build a simple FAQ bot, I can build it for you in less than 5 minutes. It's very easy to start. You can master whatever the technologies that you're implementing with our no-code accelerators. It's very easy to implement. We can seamlessly connect with your enterprise apps with REST APIs. Where it is that easy to integrate, we are masters at this, and we've been doing this for a lot of customers. And just build it once. You should be able to scale it. If you have a new set of customers coming, if you're a growing organization, you should not be going back to the drawing board to rebuild an entire app or a solution. You build it once and use it in as many as channels and messaging apps as possible. Again, we'll help you monitor, improve, adopt, and make it more and more accurate. It will make it very easy for you to measure on how these solutions are helping you achieve your productivity, efficiency, revenue growth, all of that. And of course, all these are the metrics, primary metrics to measure your customer engagement, be it your NPS scores or CX scores or whatever that be. So that's it from us. You can connect with us now. We are open to do an assessment for your requirements. We can give you a free consultation. We can prepare a POC, proof of concept, for any kind of concepts that you have in mind. You can do a free trial. We can do a solution engineering of, building and integrating with your, existing enterprise legacy applications as well. That's our email ID, hello@purpleslate.com. I am bharat.s@purpleslate.com. You can reach out to us anytime. Yeah, so that's it from me. We believe that tomorrow is already here. Just building a boring chatbot is so yesterday. Build a smart conversational assistant for you that your customers would love, and will in turn love your brand as well. So let's begin a conversation then. I'm done with my presentations. I'm open to questions, if any.
Hi, Bharath. We do have some comments and questions in the chat box. You can pick up
Okay,
from there.
sure.
And anyone else, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself or else post them in the chat box.
Yeah. Shall I open the chat box? Yeah, chat. Sorry, chat. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Maybe I can summarize. Most of those questions are mine and comments. Thank you for the presentation. I think the biggest thing which attracted my attention in the beginning, that you said that you are building an intelligent conversational bot, and you're actually not doing that,
Okay.
in my personal opinion, because there is no really kind of deep understanding involved here. So it's a mapping engine, which is not exactly new technology. I mean, I understand that you incorporate AI engine, whatever the NLP engine that is available to you. It can be Google, it can be Azure, it can be Amazon, whoever. But in the end of the day, this is a mapping engine. It's a kind of rule-based application, which is not exactly a new technology. I mean, again, there is a better implementations now and so forth. So I guess the core of my question here is the success path or happy path is easy, understandable, and totally to kind of no questions there. The problem with the consumers, with all these conversational agents, is the other cases. So your real KPI is not in happy path, but in the number of queries which were left unanswered.
Understood.
And that is your KPI. And it will be very helpful to know actually, and some examples, of course, the business cases are different.
So thank you for the question, Michael. Actually, the live example that I showed you of health insurance, this one which we provided to you, the numbers as provided, it's a publicly listed company, and then quite a few numbers are even available for us to go and see. But the internal KPIs that you referred to, today we are able to offload anywhere between 65 to 68% of their incoming queries, which used to earlier come to their call center, with the onset of our conversational AI bot. And the WhatsApp thing, which we recently launched 6 months ago, the conversational bot Twinkle, which you saw on their website, was launched close to 24 months ago, which was 2 years ago. And the WhatsApp was launched only 6 months ago. Today, out of the million transactions that they are able to, trillion queries that it is getting answered, 60% of it is on WhatsApp. 40% of it was on is on the website based, this one. So to answer your question on the KPI in terms of how much we have added in terms of efficiency to them, we have offset, by their own words, anywhere between 65 to 68% of the queries year on year in terms of comparison for the last financial year ending March 2022. That's how it has been.
But the question is, how do you know that you're actually satisfying the query? That's a difficult question, because I'm testing this engines every day, but my success rate is minuscule, minuscule, really small. Unless the case is trivial, I don't really need the conversational agent for that. But in any non-trivial case, I dead end almost in every case, and then of course I pick up the phone and call the agent. So how do you know that those are successful replies rather than just queries?
Okay, fair. This is a fair question, and there is truly a blind area there because we need to be aware of the context beyond our solution alone. And in this particular context, for this customer, we just don't do only this solution. We also manage their, CRM, virtual office, as we call it, and almost all their agents build solutions built by us, Purple Slate. Okay. So we understand, so we also have built solutions for them or upgraded their solutions to manage their CRM, to manage their, customers, their policies, their claims, and so on, even at an agent level. That is offline business, as we say it. Since we handle both these channels as a business with this customer, we are able to measure it, and that basis is how I responded to you. But in your case, when we only talk about this as a standalone solution, yes, you're right. We may be blind to what exactly we must. That is something we truly understand.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. Mary, yeah, are we able to view the video on slides? Sorry, Mary, were you not able to view the slides? And are these chatbots better than call center assistants? Yeah, so as I said, I'm sorry. I want to watch this again. Sure, Mary, I'll try to, share those slides with you, and I'll be sending you the links for all those videos. They are available on YouTube. I will definitely share with them. Sure. And on your questions around are these chatbots better than call center assistants? The whole thing is as good as we train them to be, they definitely evolve. And naturally, they will be able to maintain an empathy. This bot can run your call center 24/7 with empathy, without any way, tired or fatigue being shown by the assistant, by the call center executive or anything of that sort. These bots will be able to manage it, and they'll be able to manage it at scale at the same time. So. True. Yeah, your question is very, if data or code is bad. See, the code is something I'm not going to comment on because we are confident we have the code is something we write, but the data is any tool is as good as the data is. So that is not something we're going to commit on. So we will, as good as your data is, the bot will be able to work, learn, and, grow on that and evolve on that. Great. Any other questions? Yeah, thank you to Mary. We are welcome. Any other questions? Anyone? Sure. I'm sure I will try to share the presentation and a crux of a summary of all these points that we discussed with all of you who had participated. I truly thank you for participating and joining us, and have a great day. I guess we are wrapping 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Please reach out to us. We will definitely share our credentials also in terms of our email IDs with you. Good morning, good day, good evening, good night from wherever you are. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Thanks, Bharath. Have a great day. Thanks for
you.
the great presentation.
Best presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.